And our continuing series on the greatest artists of all time. At number 86, Tupac Shakur. In the Rolling Stone magazine in 2004, 50 Cent wrote, "Every rapper who grew up in the 90s owes something to Tupac. People either try to emulate him in some way or they go off in a different direction because they didn't like what he did. But whatever you think of him, he definitely developed his own style. He didn't sound like anyone who came before him." My favorite Tupac album was recorded after he was shot and spent time in prison. It was like a doctor told him he was going to die, and he was trying to get it all down on paper. That's something the average rapper just couldn't do, build an entire album around that concept and stay in that negative space. Everybody knows they're going to die, but after you're in a life-threatening situation, you think about it a little more. Fiddy writes, "Tupac's aggressive records are my favorite. Hail Mary's just perfect. Most artists now just aren't smart enough to write that, or honest enough to write a line like, picture paragraphs unloaded, wise words being quoted. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. These days, rappers will just tell you, I'll kill you." Tupac was like a camera. It's incredible how he wrote, how much he documented. To me, Pac was more of a poet than a rapper. You can always tell when you're hearing a Tupac verse. He wrote those lyrics without any music. Notorious B.I.G. was more melody-driven. I'm sure he wrote without a pen and over the music, but Pac was just hashing out his life. The thing was, he was doing that when the public eye was on him, and everything he was hashing out just expanded, and that's when things got out of control. All of us on the East Coast loved Tupac. The music was all that mattered. The East Coast, West Coast feud was just personal beef. Now that he's not here, he's bigger than ever. I can still listen to 2 or 3 Tupac CDs straight. Sometimes I put on Tupac's best songs, followed by Biggie's best. Then I get ready to go into my next project. Lawrence Fishburne told me once that he didn't like Tupac. He told me it was because Tupac was so much smarter than everyone around him. He said he didn't like the way Tupac behaved because he knew that he knew better. I understand what he meant, but I still gave him a look like he was bugging. Our song for today is California Love. It features Dr. Dre and Roger Troutman. It was his first single after he was released from prison in 1995, and his first single on Death Row Records. It was his best known and most successful. It reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for 2 weeks, and also topped the rap and R&B charts. It was nominated for a posthumous Grammy as a Best Solo Rap Performance and Best Rap Performance by a Duo or a Group with Dr. Dre and Roger. It's our continuing series on the greatest artists of all time. And at number 86, Tupac Shakur.
Everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest. Pack a vest for your Jimmy in the city of sex. We in that sunshine state where the bomb ass him be. The state where you never find a dance floor empty and pimp speed. On a mission for them greens. Lean, mean, money making machines, serving fiends. I've been in the game for 10 years making rap tunes. Ever since Honeys was wearing Sassoon, now it's 95 and they clock me and watch me diamond shining, looking like a Rob Liberace. It's all good from Diego to the Bay. Your city is the bomb if your city making pay. Throw up a finger if you feel the same way. Straight putting it down for California, yeah.